What's up, everybody? It's Anthony Morrison. How's everybody doing tonight? If you're doing great, just hashtag great for me. You know, I always like to see the hashtags. Let's see if I can't keep some light on in here. I'm in my office, as I told you I would be last week. We'll see if we can pull all of my stuff is so everywhere now. All right, I see lots and lots of people saying great. Awesome. Well, look, welcome to the Success. If you're new here and this is your first time, congratulations. We're glad you're here. Some of you are asking me about my haircut already. Alexa required me to cut my hair for the wedding. So I've learned, like, literally already that you just say yes, ma'am, and you just do what you're told. And so even though I prefer my hair kind of down and all this stuff, she has said that to wear the suit that I'm wearing, I am required to style my hair, whatever that means. So I got it cut today, and now it's all up, and I don't know. Let's don't even go there. It'll jump in my head. It'll go crazy. So anyway, for those of you that are new, welcome to the Success Connection. We do these coaching sessions every single week. Hopefully you'll love it, and you'll continue to come back every week. We've been doing it now for, we're approaching 2 years now. So 2 years, every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. I miss football. I miss debates, and so do all of my students, and we absolutely love it. It's always a lot of fun. We've also, if you're new, you probably haven't heard, but I am taking the dive next Sunday. I'll be getting married down on the beaches in Florida, and my fiance is here. Hopefully will cook me dinner tonight. But 6.5 years in, and we'll be getting married next Sunday. So next Thursday, I'll actually be broadcasting to you guys on the Success Connection from my hotel room in Florida, where we'll be getting married. So next Thursday, if I could just pitch to all of you to be here, next Thursday will be my last Success Connection as a single man. Even though I haven't really been single for 6.5 years, I'm still single until I walk down the aisle. So anyway, please be here next week. It'll be fun. I'm actually going to do some special stuff. I got some crazy stuff planned for next Thursday. I figured I'd kind of celebrate. So there'll be some cool stuff in store for you all next week. Now, as you see on the screen tonight, we have a couple of things. First of all, if you're new, we give away a $100 cash prize every single week. I do it at the end of my session, and it's always a lot of fun. So if you're here at the end, you'll have a chance to win the $100. We've also got a Facebook group for the Success Connection. You can see the link on the screen, and you'll be able to go there at the end of tonight's training as well. Now, tonight, what we'll be going over is part 6 of our profit cycle. Now, what's cool about this, okay, what's really cool about this is we're going to talk about paid traffic, but we're not going to talk about it in the way that you probably typically hear people talk about it. What I'm going to do is actually take you into the numbers, okay, and show you the numbers of one of my campaigns that I'm currently running paid traffic to. But I'm also going to teach you how to think like a person that wants to have success or will have success with paid traffic. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes if that makes sense to you. Okay? All right, make sure everybody can hear me. Everybody's good. All right, awesome. So what I'm going to do is kind of explain to you the end goal, how you get to that end goal, and then how you manage your paid traffic. Because, look, if you're buying ads on Facebook or you're buying ads anywhere, you kind of have to know, what your goal is, but also what the steps are to get to that goal. Okay, so it's not as simple as spend $1 on Facebook and make back $2 on Facebook every day, and then all of a sudden, wow, we've had success, right? That's not really how it works. There's multiple steps involved, and hopefully through this profit cycle, you guys have learned all of the steps, okay, that are required to actually make this work. Now, if you were not here for the first 5 sections of the profit cycle, that's okay. I'll show you in just a second. You can watch all of the replays, and you'll be able to watch every single replay of every profit cycle or of every success connection that we've done for the last year and a half. But the previous 5, the last 5, are all about the profit cycle, so it leads up to everything. All right, so of course, then we'll do our cash giveaways, and I'm going to talk to you about the free software. So the results are in from our voting. I'm going to share those results with you guys, and then I'm going to give you another action step so we can get your free software going. So if you are new to the Success Connection, you have not seen my trusty little whiteboard before. However, it is my favorite thing in the world. I'll just make it a little bigger here, move that over there. And this is where I really like to teach, right? I love to teach from my whiteboard. So let's take a quick look, all right? Before we dig in tonight, let's take a quick look just at a fast overview of what we've talked about. All right, so part 1 of the profit cycle was really just an overview. All right, so what we did was we kind of just went over what the profit cycle was, okay, what it is. Part 2 over here, all right, we'll just kind of check mark this. So part 2, okay, we went over how to build a web page and how to optimize that web page to get results from your profit cycle, right? So it's starting, the profit cycle starts with traffic, but the very first place that traffic goes is your website, and of course you need to be able to make sure that's right. Then we talked about autoresponders, okay, in part 3. So autoresponders, super important. I mean, your autoresponder is where you're going to be able to automatically follow up with and generate revenue from the list that you're building. So then we talked about, well, where does that revenue come from, right? So we talked about profit centers in part 4. All right, so how do we make that money? If we're an affiliate marketer, if we're a Shopify store owner, how do we go about making the money that we want to make in our business, okay? Part 5 was free traffic. All right, so part 5 was free traffic. We remember that last week. I'm curious. Type number 1 in the chat box if you actually implemented one of those free traffic strategies that we talked about last week, and you've got those results already, and you could share them with us tonight. All right, I'm seeing a lot of ones coming in. So if you implemented the free traffic strategies and you started working on what I showed you last week, just type the number 1 in. All right, seeing lots and lots of ones. Very good. This is also why it's super important to be a part of our Facebook group, because when you're a part of the Facebook group, you're connected to all these people that are actually doing this, who can motivate you, help you, and inspire you, okay? So then tonight, we're going to talk about this little thing right here, paid traffic. Now, how many of you feel like you have struggled with paid traffic? Type the number 2 in the chat box for me if you've struggled with paid traffic. All right, so I'm seeing a lot of 2s, all right? So here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off right now showing you probably why you've struggled and how we can get you to stop struggling and how we can get your business ready to rock, all right? And I even made notes on this today because unlike what most of you might think, I don't just pop on here with no agenda and no plan. I truly think this stuff out, and I think to myself, how is the best way to teach it? So I'll write it 4 or 5, that's why this is torn out. I'll write it 4 or 5 times until I feel like that's the way I need to teach it. And then I share it with you. So hopefully you guys appreciate that and you enjoy all of the trainings. All right, so I'm going to look down here at my whiteboard. Now, let's just talk about buying traffic in general. All right, so paid traffic. All right. Now, if you're new to the Success Connection, don't worry. You will get a copy of, here, let's zoom in a little bit for you guys. You'll get a copy of the PDF here. Every single one of these, when I draw this out, you get a copy of the PDF. So you don't have to freak out, although taking notes is obviously a very good idea. If you miss something or whatever, don't freak out. I got you covered. You will get a replay of it. All right, so paid traffic. Here's some things to remember, okay? So let's just write this down. Key points to remember. All right. Key point number one, okay? Your goal is a positive ROI. Now, here's the thing. The reason I say your goal is a positive ROI, all right, is because a lot of people think my goal is to make a profit instantly. That's not your goal. Your goal is a positive ROI. So let me ask you something. If a company spends money, okay, on a commercial, like, well, let's just say a newspaper ad, okay, and they spend the money today on the newspaper ad, do they expect to make all of their money plus a profit today? Yes or no? Exactly. All of you are saying no because all of you are smart enough to know that there's no way in the world that a company expects to make all their money back the same day. Well, for whatever reason, we struggle, okay? We struggle with having that same mentality when it comes to buying traffic online. When it comes to building your business online, people, for whatever reason, freak out and they say, if I spend $1 today, I got to make $1 today. And if I don't make $1 today, then I've lost money and this doesn't work. That's where most people fail. Honestly, most people fail right here. Most people fail here because they don't realize that the actual goal is a positive ROI. It's not a profit instantly, okay? So we'll talk about that in just a minute. Essentially, you want to remember, okay, this is not always an instant thing. Okay, so meaning day one is not the day that you always end up generating a profit. Okay, all right, then number two, the most important thing that you need if you are going to do paid traffic, okay, these are must-haves for paid traffic. All right, must-haves. A, you have to have an ad. Duh, okay? So you got to have an ad in some way, shape, or form. You've got to write an ad, okay? B, you got to have some kind of web page, right? So in other words, you're sending people from an ad to a web page, but here is the part that most people fail to understand, and this is actually the most important part, and it's part C. It's your auto responder. Now, let me explain something to you. Why is this so important? All right, why is it so important? Well, what we're going to do is I'm going to write this out for you, okay? So I'm going to write it out for you right now. So paid traffic, key points to remember. All right, let's take a look at an example ad, okay? So this is an example ad, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just draw out what's happening, okay? So you put this ad out here, okay? So this is your ad. Doesn't matter where this ad is. This ad could be on, this is arbitrary. It could be on Facebook, it could be on Google, it could be anywhere and everywhere, okay? And I'm also going to show you one other place that you guys can advertise right now tonight to build your email list. It's phenomenal, but just nobody knows about it because people don't teach it because it doesn't cost a fortune, right? As you know, my Success Connection teachings, they're free. So I have no problem showing you things that I don't make any money on. How many of you can appreciate that? Just say yes. I mean, I'm not always sitting on here trying to sell something. In fact, I rarely ever do. If I come up with something epic, yeah, I'll sell it. But for the most part, I'm just teaching. So I find things that are epic, and you probably don't hear about them because they don't cost any money. And so most people, when you're trying to learn from them, aren't going to show you something that's free because they would like for you to buy something from them. And, you know, that's just to each his own. I don't do that. Okay, so this ad. Okay, when you get this ad, you send people to what we call, you know, your page. This could be your opt-in page, whatever. Okay, the money changes hands right here. All right, so if you're looking at this equation, the money changes hands right here. All right, so this is where you are spending your money, all right, because again, there's a lot of traffic, all right, so you're spending your money on those ads. Now, from this page, people go to what we call a thank you page. Now, all of you that have been watching the Success Connection, you've been paying attention to the profit cycle. This is all taught in the first few sections of the profit cycle. They go to the thank you page. Okay, now, we are hoping, okay, that from this thank you page, we can generate money. Now, this money could be generated, in many different ways, okay? There's many different ways that we could be going about generating money. It literally could be any of these. It could be Shopify, right, if you've got a Shopify store. It could be Google Ads, right, if you've got Google Ads on this page. It could be affiliate stuff, right? So if you're an affiliate marketer, it could be that. It could be your product, right? If you sell your own product, right? Like we sell our own products. We sell our trainings and things. Okay, so we might profit that way. All right, now, if you are looking at buying ads and spending money, okay, and trying to make your return on investment in the first 24 hours, what you are essentially saying, okay, in this model is that basically this right here, that has to be higher than that. Must be higher than this. Okay? So that's what you're saying. This is where most people get tripped up. They stop their entire business model right here. They're basically saying, if I can't spend money here on Facebook or anywhere else and make it back right here instantly, then this doesn't work. And they completely abandon the entire thing. Literally, just stop everything. Say, nope, doesn't work, cut my ads off. But the fact of the matter is, you're missing a fundamental part. And I'm going to show you my numbers. I actually pulled them from my CRM. I'm going to write them out for you so that you can visually see just how big of a difference this really makes. Watch this. The other part that you're not paying attention to, and that a lot of people don't pay attention to, is that you're dumping people into this autoresponder. Okay? It's called autoresponder. All right, now, when you put them in the autoresponder, typically what you do is the first few messages, okay? The first few messages go this way. Basically, email 1, and then you might go over here and email 2, and then you might go back into here with, say, email 3. The first few messages, okay, in your autoresponder should be going back to sell that initial product that was on that thank you page that someone did not buy. Does that make sense, everybody? Just say yes. How many of you have gone to a website, you didn't buy something, but you clicked on it, and then all of a sudden you start getting emails from that company saying, hey, you didn't check out, you didn't check out. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do, because here's the thing. You have already put that product, you have put that information in their face. If you're using Shopify, tons and tons and tons of money in these first 3 emails here that are just following up with people to sell the same thing that you tried to sell instantly, okay? Then, of course, the other thing that your autoresponder does is it does other promotions, okay? Now, of course, the other promotions are going to make you money, right? Promoting other products. It's not going to necessarily be the same product that you were trying to sell through your ad. But what it is going to be is a product similar to that, okay? So most people, like I said, will freak out. Let's use purple because Alexa likes purple. People freak out because they stop their business right here, okay? Their business stops right there. Most people depend on only this. Now, if you depend on only that, it is very, very hard to make a profit. So what I'm going to do is, how many of you are guilty of this right here? Just say yes in the chat box. If you've tried a paid ad before, yeah, here they come. You wonder the difference in people that can make ads work and the ones that can't, the ones that are building their business and the ones that are not, the ones that are successful and the ones that fail. You see, in life, okay, let me take a drink first. By the way, I meant a drink of tea, not like a drink. It may have sounded bad. Whatever. So some of you are laughing. I don't even drink, so it's like not even a thing. So most people in life try to take shortcuts, right? You try to take the shortcut. For instance, I'll give you a prime example. It's the person, might be you, hopefully not, that goes to the weight loss clinic or goes to the GNC and buys all the pills, okay, to lose weight, but then says, nah, I'm not going to eat right. I'm still going to eat pizza. Or that says, I'm not going to go to the gym. So maybe I'll eat the pizza, but I'll go to the gym. Or maybe I'll not go to the gym and I won't eat the pizza, but I'm not going to take the weight loss. See, to lose weight, right, in most cases, requires a healthy diet and also exercise. But a lot of times people want to only do one or the other. And then they wonder, well, why in the world am I overweight? Or why can't I lose this weight? Or why don't I have a big muscle? See, I'll tell you right now, I don't wonder why I have no muscles. See, like, I don't wonder why my arm is so little, because I don't go to the gym. And I don't eat great. I mean, I don't eat bad, but I don't eat great. So, like, I'm not confused by it. But what happens is a lot of people, they want these results, but they don't want to do every single step that it takes to get there, and you fixate and you focus on only one thing. When in the fact of the matter is, there's a process to actually be successful. This is like the process. If you are living in this purple box right here, it's like you've gone to the gym and worked out really hard and then went and ate 3 pizzas, and you wake up and you wonder why in the hell it doesn't work, and you say, oh, I'm quitting the gym. I'm not even going to the gym anymore. Gym doesn't work. Well, no, that's not the case. It's not that the gym doesn't work. It's that you're not doing everything you need to do. All right? So, sorry, I'm turning my air on because it gets hot in here. I get all excited when I do my teaching, and then it gets hot. Okay, everybody good with that right now? Just say yes if we're good. All right, lots of yeses coming in. Okay, so let me show you some results of living in the purple box. Let me show you the difference in the purple box and not being in the purple box, okay? So this is, and I never show people this, but this is a real example, okay? So this is literally something I'm running myself, okay? So we'll highlight this because this is real talk. This is me showing you like legit results. Okay, now I have all my numbers here. Okay, this is from a Facebook ad, and I'm going to show you the results. I spent so far, okay, now this is over, first of all, don't freak out because you don't have to spend this kind of money. I have spent this since June, so June, July, August, and half of September. So 3.5 months, I've spent $47,000. I rounded up, by the way, on these, so or down. So I've spent a little over $47,000. So I've spent $47,000. Okay. Now, a lot of you said you thought I was banned from Facebook ads. I am banned from Facebook ads because I made a mistake, I guess. But Adrian has Facebook ads, so I'm able to go into Facebook ads and use Facebook ads. But these are my first Facebook ads. By the way, these are the first Facebook ads I've even run. And to be quite honest with you, Adrian doesn't really help me that much. So for those of you that don't know my brother, he's a little Facebook guru, but he doesn't really help his brother. He helps everybody else somehow, but not me. Yeah, I know that's not what he says, but he doesn't tell the truth. he wants people to think he's helping me, but he doesn't really help me. I've had to figure a lot of stuff out on my own. In fact, I made a lot of mistakes, but that's okay. We'll talk about some of this. Here's the thing. $47,000 I have spent, okay, at the point of sale, meaning right there on Facebook. Now, interestingly enough, my purple box sales, we'll call it my purple box sales. So we'll just put my purple box money. Where'd it go? That. Okay. My purple box money, okay, has been in here. Purple box money. Remember, I rounded to some even numbers. Okay. My purple box money is $42,000. So, if I lived in the purple box, like a lot of people do, if I lived in the purple box, I would have spent all this money and lost, we'll just call it $5,000. I know it's like 4,500, but, or give or take. We'll just say, well, I'll put it on here, right? Somebody will see the replay and freak out. Okay, so I lost $4,500. Now, this is the number that you would be focusing on, okay? So you would be focusing on, if you are in the purple box, you would be focusing on this $4,500 number, freaking out, saying Facebook ads don't work, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you what happens outside of the purple box, okay? So let's look at outside of the purple box. Well, I had 9,000 email subscribers go in to my little autoresponder. Okay, and by the way, this was selling, we'll call it, product A. Okay, so the purple box was selling product A. All right, so I had 9,000 email subscribers that I got from this campaign so far, and they all went in to this autoresponder. Well, the autoresponder started sending out emails. Email number 1 to these subscribers, right? Email number 1. My revenue on email number 1. Well, check this out. $36,000. Guess what? $36,000 still selling the same product that I tried to sell from the ad. So I'm not selling anything different. Nothing different. Same thing. The difference is that people need to see things multiple times. A lot of times we don't make a buying decision the very first time we walk into a place, right? We shop around. We think about it. Maybe we don't have time to watch it. We don't have time to look at all that stuff. One email to these people made almost as much money as I made in the purple box, right? Email number 2. Check this out. I'm going to show you the exact results. Email number 2. We'll switch it back to black. Email number 2, $4,000. Now, you may be asking yourself, why did email number 2 make way less money? It's real simple. If you've been watching all of the profit cycle, I'm teaching you what I do, okay? I don't teach you a bunch of BS that that I'm not doing, that I just make it up and get on here and we all just play around. That's not how it works. This is the stuff I'm doing. In email number 2, my goal for email number 2, okay, is to provide value. It's not to sell. So what that means is that my goal here, I'm not even sending them an email to sell them anything. I'm actually just sending them an email to tell them I appreciate, I appreciate the fact that they've subscribed to my list, and I hope that they're, enjoying what they're learning. But I don't even send them a link. The $4,000 that I've made here are people that have either bookmarked the page or they've got another email from me, like the first email that they haven't really taken action on yet. Now all of a sudden they do it. So I literally am doing nothing but providing value. All right, now look at this. Email 3. Let's take a look at email 3. Email 3, nope, not 9 million. Started to go too far. Email number 3. This is a value plus PS. All right, so here's what email 3 does. Email 3 is more value, okay? Again, it's me saying thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. We're happy that you're on our email list. Is there anything we can do for you? That kind of stuff. It's value driven, okay? Value driven. And I put a PS at the bottom. I say, PS, by the way, if you haven't gotten this product yet, here's a link to get it, okay? Then email 4. All right, email 4, oops, let's keep everything uniform here. $18,000. This is a closeout. It's basically closing now. What I do here is I basically tell people, I'm not going to email you about this anymore. This is your last chance, okay? That's it, no more. And people freak out. Well, they also get a sense of urgency. It's kind of like either get off of the fence or jump over to your side, but either way you got to choose, right? So what days do these go out? Some of you are asking, all right? This goes out day 2, basically the day after they opt in, okay? So the day after, the very next day, it goes out. Then I separate these by 2 days, okay? So this would be day 2, this would be day 4, day 6, day 8. My goal is to literally have a 1-week follow-up sequence from the time a person subscribes to my list from this Facebook ad. For a solid week, I am promoting to them this one single product. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes if that makes sense. All right, we're all on the same page. What product am I promoting? I'm promoting this little guy right here. This one right here that you tried to use to make money. It can be an affiliate link. It can be one of your Shopify store products. It can be simply a web page with Google ads on it. Doesn't matter what it is. I keep sending people back to that page to try to get them to take action on it, because it's just like, look, it's just like politics, right? I walk in the house and I literally see something about Donald Trump. I leave the house and I go have lunch today, had to go do some stuff with my dad, come back, same thing about Donald Trump's on TV. Well, I'm thinking to myself, why is it on TV so much? But you know what? It was on there so much that I actually, I remembered it. I was like, oh, I saw that earlier. You see, in marketing, sometimes it takes us seeing things multiple times to actually remember that we saw it and then to actually take action on it, right? That's what I'm attempting to do here, is make people see this product, this page, whatever I'm promoting, multiple times, right? So that they have a chance to take action. Now, let's do the quick math on this, okay? Quick math, because I actually did not add this up. I did 36,000, 4,000, 9,000, and 18,000, okay? So outside of the purple box, okay, outside of the purple box, not in it, I made $103,000. Wait, that ain't right. I think I might have typed in the wrong number. 9. I was about to say, I know that's not right. And then 4. Anybody with a brain can see that's not right. All right, $67,000. My total was over there. All right, so $67,000. Okay, never trust your calculator the first time. So 67 grand. Now, I want you to look at what I made inside the purple box. Where did I make the most money? In the purple box that all of you live in, or in the piece that's not in the purple box? That's right. I made more money. So instead of this big loss up here, so instead of a $4,500 loss, here's what I have. 42.5 there. I have a 62,500 profit. That is what happens when you don't live in the purple box. Now, not only do I have that profit, but this autoresponder, okay, that we talked about, it continues to send out promos. Okay? Now, what I mean by promos is it's going to start sending out emails to promote other products. Maybe it's other my products, maybe it's other affiliate products, maybe it's other products inside of your Shopify store. Whatever the case may be, whatever you're doing, all of a sudden you've got these other promos that are going out. I can tell you right now that I know for a fact we've done over $15,000 in sales to this little list right here, 9,000 people, okay? Over $15,000 in sales that have nothing to do with this particular product. It's the outside promotions. So we spent $47,000 on Facebook. We've got a return, I believe right now, of close to $75,000 in profit. All of this takes place, okay? All of this takes place in 1 week. Now, you can't do this in one single day. Now, I'm not going to say that we haven't found campaigns and things that we've tested where the purple box makes a profit, because we have. But here's the thing. If you're trying to do something that's rarely done, then you've got to strike gold. You've got to have lightning strike in the right spot at the right time in order to have a successful campaign. So a lot of people, what happens when they buy traffic, they freak out, they quit because they didn't make any money in the purple box, and they instantly think, oh gosh, Facebook ads don't work, solo ads don't work, YouTube ads don't, but that isn't the case. You see, that's why I've been teaching you all the profit. Can all of you see why I taught you so much with the profit cycle before we talked about this tonight? Just say yes. Very, very good. So I can see lots and lots of people saying yes. You see, that's what it's all about. People tell you the money's in the list, right? And you think you got to spend a fortune, you're not going to get to do it, but that's not the case. You can spend the money, get the subscriber, still make money right there in the purple box, right? But you'll be able to generate so much more after that purple box that it makes your campaign successful. So I've got 9,000 email subscribers that have had tons of content. They like the product, they like what they're getting, and now I can promote additional things to those 9,000 people. And I'll still make money. And as long as I'm good to the 9,000 people, right? That's the key. As long as I'm good to them, they will keep opening my emails, and eventually they'll keep buying things. So this 9,000, this little case study, if we were to completely cut it off, right? If we were to just nix it, right? I believe that we would go on to generate well over $100,000 profit from those 9,000 subscribers in this specific scenario. All right? How many of you would like to do that? Just say yes. I can see a lot of people saying yes. Awesome. That's the power of the profit cycle, right? That is the power of the profit cycle. By the way, I have to tell Alexa that she can cook my dinner. Alexa, babe, hello. You see what happens? She knows we're getting married. Now she's asleep on the couch and she's not cooking dinner. Who does that, by the way? I know. I would pick my computer up and take you guys over there to see her, but she would kill me. Plus, it's all tied in. Eventually, she'll wake up, and hopefully she'll cook dinner. Babe, everybody says you need to cook for me. And then she'll get really mad at me. Okay, so now you understand the purple box. See, sometimes when we put things into perspective, like a lot of people say, well, there's money in the list. If you draw it out and you draw a little purple box, and all of you remember, I don't always make all my profit in the purple box. now you'll remember, okay, when I go do this, I've got to make sure that I have this other stuff set up, right? I've got to have these autoresponders because it's super, super important. Now, let's talk real fast, okay? Let's just go through here. Let's talk about types of paid traffic, all right? Because it doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't matter what type of traffic you buy, right? You could buy your ads off Facebook, you could buy them in a million other places. But the one thing that I do know is that you'll be able to get more success, I think anyway, from two specific places. And I'm actually going to show you one. One of these is that free one I was telling you about that most people won't share with you. But of course, I'm going to share it with you because I think it's awesome. All right, let's look at the first type. Call it solo ads. How many of you have heard of solo ads? Just say yes if you have and no if you have not, so I can explain what solo ads are. All right, I see some yeses and nos. Hold on. Alexa just won't pick up her phone. I don't know if you see it. Okay, so some of you do, some of you don't. All right, let me explain what a solo ad is, okay? Watch this. This is what a solo ad is. I'm this little guy over here, okay? And I have this big email list, okay? So this is me, okay? I'm going to put me, all right? And then this is you, okay? We'll just say this is you. And you have, okay, you have this opt-in page. Oops. Okay, you have this opt-in page, and you would like to build your email list. If I can zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it better. There we go. All right. So what you would do is you would come over here to me, and you would say, hey, will you email your list and promote my page? Okay? And then I might come back, okay? I might come back and say, sure, I'll send you 100 clicks for $50, okay? And that's how a solo ad process works. So basically what happens is you, over here, come to somebody that already has an email list and say, hey, will you advertise my opt-in page to your email list? In other words, will you send out an email and tell everybody that they need to go opt in to get my free book or my free this or my free that? So of course, what that ends up doing for you is getting all that traffic back to your opt-in page, which, by the way, guys, let's look back up here real fast. Where does it all start? Everything starts right here. You see? So it doesn't matter if this ad is a Facebook ad or if this ad is a solo ad. You see? It all does the same thing. It all puts people into the box. Okay? Does that make sense to everybody? Okay? Does it make sense? All right, now, so the question is, in your mind anyway, is where? Who? How? Right? You would all like to know where to get some solo ads. Check it out. Sometimes your best friend is right in front of your face. On Facebook, nonetheless, you can go right up here and type in solo ads. And what you'll find is you'll find a lot of different groups, but there's one right here called Solo Ads Testimonials. Check this. And I'll put this link on the whiteboard for you. Hold on. I can't really put it on the whiteboard, but I can put it on, 1 second. Right there. All right, now, let's take a quick look. When you go in here, check this out. What you will find is you will find people, you will find people like, look, Louisa said that this seller right here, Ming Lim, that she ordered 100 clicks from Ming. She received 114 clicks from him. She got 65% opt-in rates from him, okay? So it says outstanding, blah, 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 blah. We'll be back to buy more. Well, how would you order solo ads from Ming? Real simple. You click here and you just send Ming a message on Facebook and say, hey, I'd like some solo ads, right? How many of you understand that? Just say yes. There is a world of information right here in a public group, right? I'm not charging you. I don't make any money off this. I don't even know who these people are. And in fact, let me be very clear. I'm not endorsing a single person on here. What I'm saying is that you see other people endorsing other people on here and showing their results. And look at this. James ordered 100 clicks from Chris and received 111. You always want to look at this opt-in rate, right? You always want to look at that opt-in rate because you want to make sure that these people are actually getting, getting opt-ins, getting good traffic, okay? Look at this. Here's Becky. She ordered 100 clicks, got 110, okay? And then you can see that if you're looking for premium traffic, go here and you can get some solo ads. Look at this. This person ordered 500 clicks, got 529, got a 43% opt-in rate. By the way, that's not me. She did not buy those clicks from me. Look at this. Clicks ordered a couple hundred. Here's the difference. Here's what they got. You can look at this, guys. You could go through here for days and find results, right? You could literally find results. Now, you can also find people to send you traffic for different niches, meaning you can go in there if you're in the weight loss industry, if you're in the dog training, you can make a post in here and say, I'm looking for solo ad traffic from people who are doing X, Y, and Z. And then, of course, those people will respond to you and send you traffic. And they want to send you good traffic because if they send you bad traffic, you'd go post on here and tell everybody it wasn't a good thing. Now, the type of money that you pay per click, it just depends on the seller. I've seen it be 25 cents. I've seen it be 30 cents. I've seen it be 60 cents. It all depends on the seller. But here's the thing. It's guaranteed traffic to your site, and it's guaranteed people who have the propensity of opting into email lists. How many of you like that? Now, the difference in Tier 1 and Tier 2, you'll see that kind of language. Tier 1 equals what we call the top 5 countries. Okay? So what that means is, that means it's, the United States, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, the UK. So it's the top 5 countries that basically these people, I guess, deem the top 5 countries, right? And then everything else is kind of goes down that, right? And they're all English-speaking countries. So what you're able to do is typically you want you want Tier 1 traffic. Now, you'll get some Tier 2 and Tier 3 and all that. It's not a big deal. The main thing you want is you want to just get the clicks, right? Because then you get the opt-ins. When you get the opt-ins, guess what happens? You start building your email list. You're literally guaranteed to be able to build your email list. Like, there's no way that you won't. With a Facebook ad, you could put a Facebook ad on Facebook, and then it's possible nobody responds to it. It's possible that you targeted it all wrong. All of those things are possible. With this, you are guaranteed. Basically, you say, I want X number of clicks, and they send you X number of clicks. Now, how many of you have mobile opt-in? Just say yes if you have mobile opt-in. Okay, I see a lot of people saying they have mobile opt-in. So if you have mobile opt-in, I see tons of people saying they have mobile opt-in. If you have my mobile opt-in software, step one, go check out all of the upgrades we did to it, because it's insane now. It's literally ridiculous. If you don't have it, we'll be releasing it in, I think, October, version 2.0. You'll have a chance to get it. But the point is, mobile opt-in is great to be able to build your little lead capture page so that when somebody sends this traffic, you're guaranteed to get real email addresses, right? But even if you're building it in anywhere else, you're still able to guarantee yourself traffic to your page versus just throwing an ad up and hoping that it works. So is everybody clear with what a solo ad guarantees? Solo ads guarantee that you're going to get clicks to your site. It's guaranteed, right? So I think it's super important to understand that, okay? It's a great way to get started. If you've got all the pieces of the puzzle, it's a freaking phenomenal way to just get started, because you will go from trying to doing, because you will instantly have an email list, and you have an unlimited, there's 26,000 members in this one Facebook group. And I told you there's more. If you click on this, I mean, you can go down here, there's another public group, but this is the biggest one right here. And I mean, you can go through here and you can build a good bit of an email list for a very little amount of money, right? Very little amount of money. Now, some of you are asking if I use it. I don't use it. And here's why I don't use it. I'm honestly not really trying to build my email list without initially having somebody want to be on my email. In other words, I would rather put an ad on Facebook at this point and have you see me and say, oh, I recognize him, I know him, I want to learn from him, and opt in. I'm not trying to build a big list, right? I'm not really even trying to build much of a list anymore at all. We literally have, I could show you right now, we have 944 people on here. I could only accept 60 more people. So I'm not even really trying to build my list any bigger at all. I'm actually just focused on what I have. Now, I'm building my list by default when I'm selling my product, right? But that's not my main focus. If I were starting off, if I were brand new and this was all new to me, this is what I would be doing, right? Very few people will teach you this, but this is what I would be doing. I would be doing solo ads, because solo ads are so easy. And with things like Facebook and groups, you don't get scammed. You don't go in here and buy a solo ad from somebody and then they don't send you your traffic, or they send you crappy traffic or fake emails. That doesn't really happen, because you go right in here and you'd blow them up and post on here, and then they would lose all their business. This is where these people make their living. And guess what I think is so cool about this too? All right? Watch what happens. Pay close attention to this. Once this takes place, okay, let's say you saw some of these people were getting 65% opt-ins. So let's say you get 65 subscribers. Okay? Now, if you send emails the way that I taught you to send them and the way that I teach you to send them, okay, you will get 30 and 40% open rates. That's our goal. So let's say you do this 10 times. You have 650 subscribers, okay? Well, guess what? If you got fresh emails, people are just coming on, okay? You could probably get about 300 opens if you send an email, which means, okay, here's the cool part, it means you could start selling solo ad clicks. This is just an extra stream of income, because now you can literally go right here in this Facebook group and say, I'll sell 100 clicks for 50 bucks. Somebody will send you $50, and then you send a few emails to this list that you now have of 300 people. until you get them 100 clicks. Once you get them 100 clicks, you've made your $50, they're happy, and you just keep the cycle going. Does everybody see that it's just a cycle? Right? Very, very good. So it is a phenomenal way to get started and make money. I mean, with a small list, you don't even have to have a lot of money. You don't even have to have a whole lot of anything. All you've got to do is go in here and follow this process. Now, I see a lot of people asking me about mobile opt-in, which was not really part of it. How many of you do not have, if you don't have mobile opt-in, type the number 1 in, because a lot of my students already have it, right? Well, I guess it was January when I released it. Okay, well, keep typing the ones if you don't have mobile opt-in. Okay. Yeah. All right, well, a lot of you don't. Okay, well, we'll talk about maybe mobile opt-in. I don't have time to talk about that tonight, and I want to focus on my teaching. So maybe I'll talk about it next week or the next, okay? So if you don't have it, sit tight. I'll kind of share with you what that means a little bit later on. 10x here just means if you bought 10 solo ads, right? So if you bought 10 solo ads, so you go on there and you buy solo ad, solo ad, solo ad, solo ad, solo ad 10 times. And you end up with 650 subscribers. Boom, you have an email list instantly. And guess what? When you do that, if you've gone through this process and you've built out this profit cycle, when you buy those solo ads and you pay, say, $50 for 100 clicks, well, those people are going to come in. Let's see if we can't follow the chain here. People are going to come through the solo ad. They're going to come up here. They're going to opt in. 65% of them will land on this thank you page, in which case you're going to try to get them to buy or to click or to do whatever. If they don't, they're going to go into your autoresponder, and for a solid week, you're going to keep emailing them to try to get them to buy this, right? So that's the process. And then, of course, after you're done with that, you'll start promoting other stuff to them. Does everybody see that? Does everybody see how this flows? Just say yes if you see how it flows. All right? Very, very good. I'm going to undo that because that's ugly. I don't like ugly stuff. That was ugly. But that's the flow. So if you spent $50 on a solo ad and you got, 65 subscribers, maybe you make $10 or $12 right here, right? Like right here at the first point. Now you've made some of your money back. Now all of a sudden it costs way less, right? Makes sense? Super, super important. Okay, all right, so that is solo ads. I know that I said I was going to talk about Facebook ads, but solo ads are so much more fun. Facebook ads. What I'm going to do is give you kind of an overview. I am not the one to be teaching in-depth Facebook ads. That is not my forte. I know it, but I'm not going to start teaching you stuff that I don't know great. But I have learned some stuff, and I'm going to share with you what I've learned. Number 1 is image ads. Image ads do great if, okay, so on Facebook, you can run a video ad or you can run an image ad, okay? A lot of times, we always talk about only running video ads, but how many of you have seen this ad? Let me see if I can't find it. Hold on. One second. All right. I'm trying to pull these up. All right. How many of you have seen, I don't know, maybe this ad? Has anybody seen this ad on Facebook? Just say yes if you've seen it. Some of you have. Some of you haven't. I see a lot of you saying yes. Okay. That's just an ad to give away my basically a little short book I wrote on fan pages. And then it sends people to watch my webinar on fan page domination, which a lot of you have. All right, so we ran this on Facebook, did really well. Check this out. I also ran this one on Facebook. How many of you would agree that that's pretty ugly? Yeah? Pretty ugly, isn't it? Here's what I found out on Facebook, okay? I'm going to share this with you. And these are tips to help you do really well. Number one, bright, ugly colors work. What I mean by that is, the uglier the color, the brighter the color, the more it stands out, okay, inside of a big news feed where there's just tons and tons and tons and tons of people getting a bunch of stuff thrown in their face. It gets a lot of attention, okay? So it gets a ton of attention when you do these bright, ugly colors. So even though people say, oh, that's so ugly, the guy that was designing this told me, he said, hey, this is the ugliest thing I've ever made. I'm not allowing you to use this. I said, it'll probably be the one that works. And it was. All right, so bright, ugly ads work. All right, check this out. Do you see where I put the word free book here? Does everybody see that? All right, look at this one. Let's take a look. I also built one like this. Do you see the difference? Do you see how this one just says 487,000 likes and it puts a little screenshot of my fan page? Everybody see the difference? All right. Now, the most powerful word in the world. The word free. Use it. If you're trying to build your list, which you are, and pretty much every time you're doing this, you give things away, right? Use the word free and make it very prominent. Make it show up. Make it like the star of the show. Because even though I like the other ad better, people didn't understand that they got anything for free. And by not understanding they didn't get anything free, they didn't respond. They weren't responding at a high enough rate. All right? So you want to give something away for free. And when you give something away for free, you want to make sure that you're telling people that inside of your ad. Everybody good with that? Just say yes. So if you're doing Shopify, it's free plus shipping. So you can write on there free, just pay shipping, whatever the case may be. The word free is what people catch on to. That's what makes them stop and say, oh, what is this ugly thing? Oh, it's free. And they get really excited about it because it's free. And they stop what they're doing and they pay attention. Okay? So the word free is super, super, super important. Now, ads that show you doing something in your life. For instance, check this out. So here, Adrian and I. Now, I wrote you guys an email this week, and I misspelled the word plane. How many of you read the Ferrari plan email? Anybody read that where I said I was a Ferrari plan? Okay. Well, this is a picture of me and Adrian. We were leaving Las Vegas, and we decided that the 10-hour journey to come home on Delta was just too much, that we weren't going to do it. So we chartered a private plane to take us home. Well, we showed up, and it turns out the private plane was owned by Mr. Ferrari. So by the guy that literally started Ferrari. And inside of this car, or inside of this plane, it looked like a Ferrari car. Like the seats were ribbed like a Ferrari. There's carbon fiber all about Ferrari. I mean, literally the whole inside of this airplane looked like a Ferrari. I almost had a heart attack. We did not know that that was going to be what we were getting on, right? We had no clue that that was what was going to happen. but we got on it, we loved it, it was a lot of fun. Okay, now I took this picture, and now there's elements in this picture that are different than the elements in the other picture. For instance, somebody's scrolling through their news feed. They see a plane in the background. What is that? Then they see where it says free book, and they see my book there. They instantly say, this guy's flying on a plane and I'm going to buy this book. That's what happens, right? Or I'm going to get this book. And it says, discover my 3-step formula I used to build my first fan page business. You instantly assume, okay, you guys said my glasses look fake. They do actually look fake, but they're not. I think it's just the way that we played with the image to make the ad. But we are using this image now, and not just this image. Look, lifestyle images. Here's one of me working very hard on the airplane. Check that out. So I'm working very, very diligently here on this airplane. And in order to work on this airplane, I made Adrian take a photo of me. And now I can use this as a Facebook ad. And you stop and you see somebody sitting on an airplane, and then you see this free book, and you're like, what is this guy doing? Right? Then I took another one that had Adrian in it. Look at this. Where we're working on the airplane, but the funny thing is a person that's scrolling through their newsfeed will notice that there's like pilots right there. So they'll instantly think, what in the world is this? And they see us working, and then they see this free book thing, right? Again, it's ideas that you can use that are not so plain. It's your lifestyle. It's being able to show. If you're promoting a product, like take a picture of the product and put it somewhere. Put it on a park bench. Put it, in your car, on top of your car. Something like that. If in fact you're promoting something that's, physical, like this is a book, right? So again, using lifestyle photos, things that look a little different, will capture attention. So again, for your Facebook image ads, okay, number 3 is lifestyle shots, and D is be different. Okay? These are the tips that I have that I think will help you to generate more traffic and be more successful when you're using your Facebook ads. These things may not seem like a whole lot of tips on Facebook, but here's the thing. I know for a fact these particular tips work because we just spent thousands of dollars testing it. And we have all kinds of different ads, hundreds of them that we've run, and this is what we've come up with. Using the word free increases results dramatically. Bright and ugly colors work really well. Lifestyle shots, gonna work. Being different, so something that just doesn't even make any sense. Take a picture of your phone and, turn it upside down and point to it like this. Nobody understands why you do that. Do this, and then right up here put free plus shipping, this product, or free book, or free report on how to lose weight, and you're pointing to your phone. Makes no sense, right? It's like, why in the hell is he doing that? Well, it doesn't matter, because then they see this whole free book thing, or this free report thing, or this free whatever thing, and then all of a sudden they're excited, right? How many of you understand that? Just say yes. It's being different. It's changing things up. It's not doing what everybody else does, okay? So not doing what everybody else does. All right. I would highly suggest, when it comes to the paid traffic, I could teach you tons of different paid traffic methods. But what I think is that you should focus on the ones that have the path of least resistance, the ones where you can get the fastest results, right? And I truly believe that the solo ads, right, are a huge thing. I think that's huge. And I also think that doing some basic Facebook ads is huge, provided you do these Facebook ads and you make sure that you understand that you're not supposed to profit in the purple box, right? If you do, that's great. But if you don't, it's okay. Give yourself a full week, right, to take that $20 you invest on Monday, try to make that $20 plus a profit by Sunday, right? Not by Monday night. Does that make sense to everybody? Very good. Okay, now here's my question to you. We have gone over all of these parts. Next week, we are supposed to do this. Next week would be a review. Then what I planned to do was part 8 would be a live Q&A, which I've done before, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So, all right, this is the plan of events, but I'm going to let you tell me what you would like for me to do. Would you like for me to next week go over the review, which means we literally will start reviewing, and it'll probably be a decently long presentation, reviewing all of the stuff that we've started, start to finish, okay? We'll go do a review. Or would you like for me, which I've edited this so many times now, would you like for me to insert part 7 as using mobile opt-in in the profit cycle? So basically, those of you that have mobile opt-in would learn how to use it within this profit cycle. Those of you that don't have mobile opt-in would learn how it works in the profit cycle, and so therefore would allow you would be able to get it and start using it in the profit cycle. Okay? So just type yes or no. Yes, you want me to show you how to use mobile opt-in in the profit cycle. No, you don't. Okay. I see overwhelming amounts of yeses. So what I'll do is I'll try to plan it out. I'm going to be out of town next week, as you know. So I'll write you an email. You'll all get an email Monday about this. One of these two I'll do, okay? And whichever one I don't do, I promise to come back to, okay? So I promise I'll come back to it. Part 7 or part 8 will either be the review or using mobile opt-in in the process. So those of you that have mobile opt-in can learn how to use it. Those of you that don't, I'll give you a chance to get it, even though it's not really open for anybody right now. And then we will do a live Q&A. How many of you are good with that? Does that sound like a good plan for the next 3 weeks? That's our plan, okay? So why don't you want to miss the next 3 weeks? Well, a couple of things. Number one, next week, I'm going to be doing something stupid. I don't even know what it is yet. It's so stupid I haven't come up with it. I don't know what I'm going to do. But it is my last Success Connection before being married. So therefore, I will have to go out in style, right? And don't worry, 6 days or so after I get married, I'll be right on here on the Success Connection with you. I'm not going to miss it, not for a honeymoon, not for a wedding, nothing. I'll still be right here. So you don't have to worry about me going dark just because I'm getting married, but it might be fun for you to see me quiver a little bit on Thursday night before I get married, right? So one of these two things will be done next week, plus what I am going to do next week, okay? And I might just pull back up this. Let's see, where'd it go? Where are you? Let's see. All right. So we've gone over this. Let's talk about this free software. All right. So Nick on my team, boy, that's ugly, has been tracking who has been showing up to our webinars. He actually was just telling me today how crazy it is that we have so many people coming back. So here's what we're going to do. The vote came in on the software, and there is a very close tie between two different softwares. One is traffic generation. Okay, so one is traffic generation. Two is helping get more opt-ins. Okay, so helping to get the actual subscribers on your list, right? So what can we do to increase the amount of people that will opt into your list? So here's what we're going to do. Next week, we are going to have a live final vote, meaning we're voting live. People that get the replay don't get to vote. We are going to vote live. We will see the results live. And whichever one wins on the live results is what we're going to do. So I'm going to have a special live little thing that you can actually see live coming on, and you'll be able to see the numbers as you all vote. You will get to determine between the two softwares which ones we're going to go and build for you for free. I want you to understand, I talked with our developers today. They said it would take them about 3 weeks to build. I have two softwares in mind, one for traffic, one for opt-in increasing, right? So I have the software in mind. But I did not want to go build a traffic software if I just handed you like an awesome traffic strategy. Maybe you would rather have a software that helps you take the traffic coming from those solo ads and get more people to opt into your list. So basically, I've got two different options I want you to be able to vote on next week. So you've got to be here live for your vote to count. I have to at some point reward the people that show up. And I'm sorry if you're not here and you have to watch the you have to watch the replays. But for the most part, I'm fair to everybody. But I do like the live engagement, and I want 1,000 people on the day before my wedding, or a couple of days. All right? So is everybody clear? Next week, we are voting live, and you are going to choose. Just say yes. You will choose which software we build. The software will be built within 3 weeks, depending on which one we go with, and you will get it for free. There are no fees, no fee attachments, no pretend fees, no extra fees, no monthly fees. You don't even have to put in any information except your name and email, which I already have. So it isn't like I'm giving it to you so you'll give me something, because I already got all of your information, right? Yeah. So everybody excited about that? Awesome. All right, that's what we're doing next week. So make sure you do not miss the Success Connection next week, because I'm going to do some crazy shit. Plus, I'm probably just going to give away a whole lot of money, because I got to do something crazy while I'm, a single person for a minute. All of these things right here that you see, all of the PDFs, the files, everything that we have, it's all inside of your members area. If you are not a member, you need to be. Replays of Success Connection. They're at right here. All you gotta do is just go make your account or log into your account. It's free, all right? Doesn't cost you anything. So, with that said, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do our cash giveaway right now. So, what I want you guys to do is leave me some comments in Facebook. I'm gonna put the message here, and then leave me some comments in the group. I'm going to show you the group. Now, I am going to give away $100 in each place tonight. So you all have a chance to win. Here's what I want you to do. Go to Facebook, all right? And when you go to Facebook, find this little post right here. Okay, you'll see this one where I'm standing here with my hands up in the air. Alexa says I look like a fool. All right? Go here and let me know what you think. 1 through 10. How was tonight? Okay? Leave me a vote. 1 through 10. I'm going to be picking our cash prize winner from this post right here. All you've got to do is simply go to the URL that you see right here. So go.vsc.com/Facebook. Now, for the group, guys, go on and leave your comments. If you are not a member of the group, here's how you get there. You go to the URL that you see right here, and then you click on this button up here that says join. When you click the button that says join, it'll ask you to join. Now I'll just put in here, let's see, who loved tonight's training? Who wants free software plus more profit cycle? Hashtag never give up. Find that post. I just made that post. Leave me comments on this post right here, and I'll pick a $100 cash prize winner from there. So I'm going to go on and get you guys approved. If you're not in the group, just come on and join us. I'll approve you periodically. We're only going to take about 5 minutes to do this, all right? So just leave your comments in both places. If you're not a member of the group, you definitely want to be a member of the group, because so many people, at least from what I've experienced, are getting a lot of help out of this group. People love the group. And so, of course, for me, it's always exciting to be the one to help everybody connect, right? It's like a live mastermind, but it doesn't cost you anything. And there's always people that are going in here putting awesome stuff in. So look, we've got comments flying in right here. You guys can see that there's tons and tons of comments. Make sure you leave them in the right place. A lot of you are leaving comments right here on my Vegas picture. Remember, you got to leave them right here. Okay, where it says, who loved tonight's training, who wants free software, more profit cycle, boom, hashtag never give up. So leave your comments, all right, and I'll make sure I get you paid, all right? So leave comments there, and then also, of course, look at this, they're just flying. You guys can see all of them coming in, and then leave them on the fan page. We've got 1,000 people on here, by the way, so we should get a lot of comments. And of course, man, you might think you can't win, but you should see some of the people that have won every single week on here. Chloe's excited. Chloe is really excited. Okay, I don't even know where I'm at. I didn't make it to my fan page. There we go. Chloe is excited. Everybody's excited. So you got to get excited too. So leave your comments. I'll pull this up here. There's so many notifications on Facebook. It makes it hard for me to see. All right, look, we're at 211 comments here. So keep them coming. I'm going to give you like 2 more minutes to leave comments, and then I'm going to start choosing our winner, okay? So leave your comments right here. I'm going to go back to the group real fast and approve some of you that are still waiting for approval. Success Connection group, it's epic. You need to be in. If you're not in, I don't know what's wrong with you. I can't help you. Remember, like I said, you got to want to be successful. And we've got people like Michael that go into the Success Connection group every single week and leave a recap of what I just taught. How cool is that? He does it for free. He does it just to help everybody. So you can't beat that. Chloe loves it. Chloe's excited about it. All right, look, this is the comment one right here. Okay? Hey, can I get Chloe? Can you bring her to me? Who wants to see Chloe real fast before I pick our winners? Just say yes if you'd like to see little Chloe. She's been a handful today. Let me bring her in. Chloe will make her appearance. Hold on. Give me a little bit. Chloe, you have to tell everybody you're sorry for all this barking. Say, hey, everybody. Say, I don't know that I'm talking to 1,000 people right now, but I love to talk. You tell them you're sorry for barking. No, you say you're sorry. You say you're sorry. Tell them you're sorry. Be good. This is Chloe Bear. We've got her a nice little bow for the wedding. I'm trying to talk Alexa into letting her be in the wedding, but I don't think it's going to happen because she's going to bark. You be a good girl. You tell everybody, say, hello. Say, I love my dad, but I love my mom the most. And I'm sorry for barking every time that Daddy is teaching. You tell him you're sorry. All right. You've made your appearance. Now go be quiet. So bad. All right. I love to bring her on so you can all see the whole reason why you hear the yapping the whole time. It's that little dog. Maybe it'll make you not be so angry when she barks. You'll all be like, oh, I love her. She's cute. All right. Let's choose our first $100 winner. All right. We're going to choose this right off of the Facebook fan page here. So we probably have a good many comments now. Let's see here. We're up to 355. So we're going to pick our first $100 winner. Now, if you're new to the Success Connection, I pay everybody instantly. So you will get paid right away. Here we go. All right, we're going to just choose a winner. We actually have people that have won this 2 or 3 times in a row. It's actually, or not in a row, but 2 or 3 times, which is very strange. All right, here we go. We've got lots and lots of comments left in here, lots and lots of people that are excited. Let's see. Here we go. I'm just going to go through here and pick a winner. And of course, as you know, I just make it random, so I scroll to the bottom and then roll to the top. All right, here we go. I'm looking at you. My hand's scrolling over here. And our winner is, where's my mouse? Let's see, is Linnell Blackwell here? Are you here? Let's see. We got to see if Linnell Blackwell's here. If you are here, we need your PayPal email address. Okay? We've got, let's see, Linnell Blackwell. So we're just waiting for Linnell. I think I'm pronouncing it right, Linnell. All right, Linnell, can you put your PayPal email address in the chat box? We have your PayPal coming right to you. Now, guys, what I want you to do is go to the group. All right, so I'm going to get Linnell paid real fast. Let's go back to the Success Connection group. We've got some people that want to join, so let me get you approved. All right, leave your comments in the group right now. Tell people that they should have been on, because we got some people that obviously aren't here that usually are. So let's tell them how much they missed out on. All right, let me go here to PayPal so I can pay Linnell real fast. Like I said, I do this live. Won't take me long. And then I'm going to choose our winner right here out of the group. All right. I love the feedback. As you know, the feedback makes me feel good. For spending a couple of hours with everybody every week. It lets me see that you at least enjoy the process. Let's see. PayPal always tries to change things. Drives me crazy. All right, so Linnell, let's put your $100 to you. Webinar winner. Hashtag never give up. And they always want you to pay from your bank account. My bank account is broke. No money in my bank account. All right, Linnell, you're paid. Awesome. All right, let's pick another winner. Here we go. We're going to pick another winner here out of the Facebook group that everybody should be in. I'm going to go in and approve these last two people real fast. Gloria, how are you? For some reason, I feel like I've seen you. I don't know if you wrote a support ticket. I feel like you wrote a support ticket the other day, and I responded to it. I don't know, but welcome. Welcome to the group. Before I select the winner, how many of you are going to be back next week to see my last Success Connection as a single man, and to vote on your software, and to get some kind of crazy, insane, I don't even know what I'm going to do giveaway, but it's going to be something bizarre and bigger than I've ever done, just because why not? You got to go out in style if you got to go out, and I've definitely got to go out because I'm deep in it now. Like, there's no turning back unless somehow I can figure out how to run the other way and hide and nobody can find me. I'm pretty much going down. So for all of you married men that know what it's like, I'll probably need your course, your training, your help over the next few. She can hear me. Over the next few months, for all of the married women on here, I could probably use some advice from you as well. So feel free to always leave it because who knows, I'm going to definitely need it. So I love you, baby. All right, so these Success Connection webinars seem to get me in a lot of trouble lately. All right, here we go. Let's pick a winner before she throws all my food away. All right. Advice is welcome. Just make sure that she doesn't see it. All right. I like the element of surprise. Here we go. Let's pick a winner from the group, and then we will shut it down and be ready to rock next week. All right. Got everything loaded up here. Let me scroll around on the group, and we will pick a winner in the group here. All right. Looks like we got tons and tons of comments. By the way, I have 35,000 fans on Facebook. I have like 3,000 members here inside of the group. And as you can see, the group has like double or triple the number of comments. That's why you should be a member of the group, because everybody in the group pays very close attention to the group, right? Oh, by the way, how many of you see that Facebook ad running over there? Do all of you see the Facebook ad of me? I'm everywhere. But like I said, bright colors. You see how bright that is? It's bright red. And you see the word free? Boom, big, bold, capital letters. There you go. You can literally see that I'm running Facebook ads exactly how I told you I'm running them. And it's because it works, right? All right, so here we go. All right. And it's time to go. We are selecting our winner. I'm about to just let the thing roll. Hands up. I don't know where it's going to stop. Looks like we are on Darcy Castillo. Darcy, are you here? Let's see if Darcy is here. Darcy, can you give me your PayPal email address? Boom. For those of you that think it can't happen to you and you think you can't win, trust me, you can. Darcy, I got it. I'm getting ready to send you some PayPal money right now. It's going to take me like 2 seconds. Doesn't look like Darcy has won before, so congratulations. Now listen, everybody, I want to thank you for being here. Hopefully you all had a lot of fun. You've learned an awful lot. That is my, obviously my biggest hope, is that you've all learned a ton here tonight. And that it was well worth your time being here. Hopefully you give it a 10 out of 10, and you guys were excited about it. I'll be broadcasting to you live from Florida next week, from Destin, Florida, as we kind of embark on this whole wedding weekend thing. I will attempt to stream some of it live on Facebook and not get in trouble. We'll see. So be watching that on Sunday when that's when I'm getting married, on Sunday. So be watching Facebook on Sunday. And we'll be back next week. Look, we'll do one of two things. We'll either do using mobile opt-in within the entire profit cycle, or we will do the review. And whichever one we don't do, we'll do the next week. I'll write you an email and let you know which one I'm going to do. It just depends on my setup there, if I'm going to be able to get all my computers there and everything. So, but either way, it'll be epic. We'll also vote on the software. Next Thursday is when we make the decision on the software. You don't want to miss it. Those that are there are going to get to help determine what we do, which is going to be absolutely phenomenal and totally exciting. And it's a $5,000 software. I'm going to give it to you guys completely free. I'm going to have it made over the next 3 weeks. It's my gift to you for being here, paying attention, listening, learning, and inspiring me to do what I do. I love doing what I do, and I love my time here. I love to prepare things. I love to teach things. And, so as much as you seem to get out of this, I get just as much out of it myself. It's something I look forward to each and every week and have so much fun doing. So thank you so much for being an audience, for listening, for giving me your time. There's one thing that I've learned, and that's that, we can't buy time. You can buy a lot of things. You can buy Ferrari airplanes, but you can't buy time. And so for you to give up an hour, hour and a half every single week of your time, it's a humbling experience for me every single week when I get on here and there's 1,000 people. And I see so many people that are excited and that are here every week, and I know your time is valuable. So I appreciate it, and I'm humbled by it. And I got to say, in the middle of all that, Leon Russell, my man, listen. Every week you're on here, and every week you're complaining, and every week you tell me I'm ignoring you. I just don't even know what to think. But my friend, like, life is too short. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta calm it down. There's 1,000 people on here. I'm ignoring a lot of people, not intentionally. I don't respond to every single comment that gets typed. I try, but it's just not gonna happen. But it's every week, man. Like, I know you by name because every week you complain at me in here, and I would appreciate it if you would just stop. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be a jerk. But just stop. Like, no more of the nonsense in the chat box. I don't want to ban you. I mean, you're here, so you're learning, right? But it's like, you are telling me right now that you did not get paid for October 29th of 2015. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about it. You're telling me that you didn't get paid for the $100 cash prize, which I pay live, on October 25th of 2015, or 29th of 2015. Now, Leon, let's have a talk. It's a public talk because there's a lot of people on here. And I'm hungry, so I'm going to go eat, but I'm going to have this talk with you anyway. If you are concerned about a cash prize from almost an entire year ago, so concerned about that you have not, like, it's the only thing I hear from you or see from you when you're on the Success Connection. I am baffled at why you're here. I personally would not be around somebody who told me they were going to do something and didn't do it. that would not be somebody I would spend my valuable time with. I just gave you this lesson. Time is valuable. Your time is valuable. So why spend it here with someone who is such a bad person that you constantly are hammering me in the chat box? What's the point, right? I'll leave you with that to decide, but I truly don't believe there's any point in you being here if that is all you are concerned about. I am quite certain that I don't owe you any money. I don't know. I don't owe anybody anything. I give it away for free because I enjoy it. So this rather public discussion must be had because it I have gray hair, as you all can see. I almost look like a lion. But you're giving me new ones every week with all the hammering of me inside of the chat box. It's just like a pow every day. I'm excited about what I do, and then I look down and Leon's yelling at me and telling me I ignore him. I don't ignore you, Leon. I see you. I just disagree with you, and that's okay. It's part of life. We can have disagreements, all right? So, again, thank you all for being here. Thank you for listening to my public rant with Leon. I believe this is the second public rant I've had with Leon here. We can agree to disagree, but at the end of the day, I just can't keep watching all of that. So we'll have to ban you, and I don't want to, but I will have to if you don't stop the nonsense, right? I got to stay positive and stay happy, and you ain't making me happy, and you're not making me think positive, all right? So again, everybody, listen, I want to thank you so much for being here. We'll have a phenomenal week next week. All of us will be doing great things. Hopefully Leon will be focused on good things and not bad things. Focus on the future, not the past. We don't live in the past. We can't profit from the past. We got to move forward. We got to think forward, and we can have massive success, okay? So look, have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. If you're a football fan, go Saints with their terrible defense. If you're not a football fan, just say go Saints anyway to help me. Again, hope you all enjoyed tonight. I'll see you all next week right here, Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Success Connection. We'll do our software giveaway, lots of cash giveaways, more training, more value. Last session for me without a ring on this finger, so it'll be exciting, and hopefully we'll all have a good time. We'll come to you live from Destin. So again, see you all next Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for your time tonight. Have a safe weekend, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Take care, everybody.